Yo, what's going on? Mike from Mike Talk Sports. After not being a significant contributor to the champion Denver Nuggets last season, Reggie Jackson has stepped into a significant role this season, and he's absolutely balled out. So in today's episode of Mike Talk Sports, I'm going to be breaking down the great play of Reggie Jackson this season, highlighting some of his strengths, and I'm going to be telling you guys why he is so vital to a Nuggets championship this season. After Jamal Murray went down with an injury, they inserted Reggie Jackson into the starting lineup, and of course, he stepped up and played absolutely huge for the Denver Nuggets. So in 7 games as a starter this season, in 29 minutes per game, he's put up 14.4 points per game, 4 assists per game, 1.3 turnovers a game, on 36% from 3, which is solid for Reggie Jackson. On 51% from the field, he's honestly been insanely efficient, specifically around the rim. In last night's game specifically against his former team in the Detroit Pistons, it really highlights Reggie Jackson's strengths and really the theme throughout Reggie Jackson's career, which is stepping up when the star player on his team is unavailable. So of course last night, Nikola Jokic got ejected in the first half, and Reggie Jackson was absolutely huge, not only throughout the entire game, but specifically in the fourth quarter, where Reggie Jackson had 8 points and 3 assists, and him and KCP really did have it going. Reggie Jackson last night and throughout this entire season have displayed really the high-end potential of Reggie Jackson's game that always has been there and has always been consistent for the most part. Now, he does have incredible length with that 7-foot wingspan. It never fails to amaze me how good he is at contesting shots on the perimeter, even when he's late to adjust to the rotation. Again, that 7-foot wingspan at just 6'3" really does help him out as a plus defender. But let's talk about his offense for a second here. He just has such a good natural pace to his offensive game, especially when the ball is in his hand, and he just has the correct mindset and tenacity necessary to be an above average guard, specifically when he attacks the basket. Not only does he have a really nice floater, but his layup package is very high end as well. And something I also love about Reggie Jackson's game, and more specifically his mindset, is his perimeter shot. So Reggie Jackson, of course, has never been known to be a three-point shooter, but he's somebody who knows that, so he can get hot and shoot a bunch of good threes in a game. But if he misses the first 2 threes of the game, he's not somebody who is going to force it out there. And something that somewhat surprised me about Reggie Jackson's game this year specifically, that I genuinely have really never noticed about his game previously, is that off-ball movement. As you could see in some of these highlights from last night, he does a sneakily good job at moving around screens and really setting himself for open opportunities, specifically on the baseline, but in general with his off-ball movement. And this is something that is a bit rare from an older point guard, so to see Reggie Jackson doing the little things usually young guys are known for is a great positive for the Denver Nuggets. And as I alluded to previously, he really did not have any effect on the playoff run for the Nuggets last year, but something I love about Reggie Jackson that will be displayed this season in the postseason is how damn good he's been in the playoffs throughout his entire career. In 75 playoff games in his entire career, which is a significant sample size, of course, he's averaged 26 minutes per game, and in those 26 minutes per game, he's put up 12 points per game on 39% from 3, so his three-point efficiency gets better once he enters the playoffs, and he's also put up 47% from the field, and really, in my opinion, the highlight of Reggie Jackson's entire career, and something that gets me so excited about him coming into this postseason, is how he performed in the 2020 to 2021 season with the Clippers. So for context, guys, the Clippers ended up going to the Western Conference Finals this year, and though they lost to the Suns, Reggie Jackson and Paul George were the 2 best players of this entire postseason run for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard ended up getting injured only 11 games into this postseason run, and it seemed as though the Clippers were completely done. No way they make the Western Conference Finals, right? Wrong. Reggie Jackson absolutely stepped up and played incredible. So in 33 minutes per game, he put up 18 points per game in this playoff run, 40% from 3. Again, he just continues games to be a better playoff player than he was in the regular season. 48% from the field as well in 19 total games. And again, the Clippers were in every single game in this postseason run, really because of Reggie Jackson and Paul George. So despite Reggie Jackson not being a significant player on the Nuggets last year, they have a different team, and he's absolutely a top 2 player on that bench unit, and being that he's going to have a significant role on a potential back-to-back championship run for the Denver Nuggets. Thanks for watching today's episode of Mike Talk Sports. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on Reggie Jackson this season, and do you agree that he just has this special mindset that makes him a better playoff player? If you enjoyed today's video, smack that like and hit subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys.